Hi everyone, this is your girl Karina Dean, aka I of Karina, and I am your go-to for demystifying astrology. In this video, we are discussing the Venus retrograde transit and how it is going to influence the life of the Aquarius sun, rising, and moon sign. So, for all of my Aquarians out there, you are the sign that rules over science, analytics, logic. And Venus is a planet that is going through an emotional upheaval. So, this may be a little odd for you. In a lot of ways, you are very emotional and almost a little controlling, right? Power driven in your control when it comes to the areas of your life that have to do with your career. So you're naturally known as a more critical and analytical and logical entity, but all of us have the zodiac in some area of life, and Scorpio rules over your career, it rules over your reputation. So you have a way about you that is very much so like, power tripping a little bit when it comes to your reputation. And that's okay. Scorpio is a sign that wants to be felt, and you want to be felt. You want people to know who you are, what you're about, and you want people to feel you in a way that is deep and intense. You want people to understand you from a very seductive point of view. In fact, a lot of Aquarians utilize their career to be very seductive. This is why your ability to be in careers that have a lot of sexual um, orientation to it. For instance, like being a boss of a sex club or a swingers party kind of managerial situation. All of these are things that are Aquarian type careers. And you wouldn't think it, your ability to be logical, which is detached, aloof from the emotional bindings of sex, and your ability to do everything that has to do with how people see you when they think of you as, well, what does a person do? Like, what is their vocation and what is their calling? So Venus is here, and Venus is where our convictions lie. And I feel that in your journey, you will be dealing with your own convictions about how you possess the eye and the intrigue of people in your career. So you may also find that you are around more females or people who are, more intense when it comes to their beauty and aesthetics, and you might be finding that this is something that you either want to take the reins of and be like you want to go all the way in and start to symbolize yourself as like a fashion icon, or showcase your best attributes when it comes to your beauty. Or you might go the complete other route, because Scorpio, wherever we find Scorpio is where we are extreme. So you might go the complete other route and choose to not really abide by any sort of aesthetic trends when it comes to beauty and fashion and design. So you're on a journey of your reputation, and you're dealing with the controlling nature of it. How much do you control out of what people get from you, and how much don't you, right? What are the parts of it that don't have to do with you, like the people that just naturally want to be around you because they have their own um, nurturing that they get from you based off of whatever it is that you give off, but you don't control that part. However, you can target that part. You can say, like, okay, I want to go out here and have baby mamas be my next, you know, selecting of my following. So we're dealing with the balance of those two things. How much do you control in your career, and how much don't you control? Venus is also a sign of self worth and value. So This has a lot to do with how valuable are you to the people in your work environment? How valuable are you giving off for people to sign up for you being their boss or you being somebody that they find as a leader? The value is cliche found on the inside. It's something that you have to go through and dig deep to make sure that you are giving value based off of how worthy do you feel, how much value do you believe you have to give. So this is also about your gifts and your talents and how do you feel about them, how confident do you feel about your gifts and your talents. So for my Aquarius moons out there, you guys are going to be dealing with this on a little bit more of an internal basis. For my Aquarius sun and risings, you guys are going to have more of an outward experience, even though Venus is retrograde. The sun and the rising is about dealing with everyday life, dealing with how you showcase your personality and how do you target people and how do you compel people and figuring out, okay, well, was that effective or not? What were my results, right? So having that analytical positioning of what worked and what didn't. So this is a great place and time for you to also look at money and how money is coming through. If you're a boss, how money is coming through your business. If you are not a boss and you work for somebody, you still might be wanting to consider how can you invest your money? How can you invest in yourself or invest your money so that you are on your way to being a boss? Because whenever we're dealing with the top of the chart, we're dealing with our own authority and career. So when we merge career and authority, we have be your own boss, right? So a lot of you guys are dealing with that theme alone, being your own boss. Now, the top of the chart is also classically known as the father's placement or the grandfather's placement. So you might find that you are having some revisiting or reevaluation of your relationship with your father or your grandfather. This also has to do with the sense of authority, the sense of discipline that you have developed in your own years and time. So these are all connected to relationships with our elders and how it is that we are dealing with our current lives, what have we taken from the elders and what have we not. These are things that you also might be weighing out. So Venus also is a sign of relationships, and more than likely, you have some sort of situation. Some of you might have some sort of situation where it's about dating or being with somebody that's at your job. It could also be dating your actual boss. You might be dealing with situations where your lover or your relationship committed partner is maybe making more money than you, or you feel like they have high standards for you to be at a certain place, or it's vice versa. Maybe you are making more money and you are bringing that as a leverage in your partnership. So this is a time in which how you are handling your relationships is based off of your ability to communicate, right? To thwart off control onto other people and to reevaluate your standards. So I have created a very special ebook just for this transit. It's called the Venus Retrograde Daily Guide from October 6th to November 16th. And if you would like to sign up to get that ebook, we still are very early in the transit, and you can utilize this ebook to help navigate your daily life. This will allow you to cultivate relationships that you truly can get as much from by the use of internal journeying, exploring, and figuring out what it truly is, getting down to the bottom of what is really motivating you at your conflicts. So I do encourage you to take a look at the ebook, and I also encourage you to treat your relationships kindly, in kindness, and to allow honesty and exposing to come up in its own time and to let go of the need for control. Peace and love. This is your girl, Karina Dean. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.